नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
देवी सरस्वत्या ततो जयामुदीरये दशरथेषु भद्रेषु दिव्यं भागवतस्य भगवतीर्थश्लोके मध्ये भवति कश्चित् उपज्ञानतिविरागस्य ज्ञानमुचिताशनाख्य चक्षुरुन्मीलिताख्येन कीर्तन्यमनो संविभक्त्येन स्वयं रूपात्मकेयं ननमतिसारन्तिकं वन्देहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रं सङ्गणं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं पदेशसिंहं कृष्णचैतन्यदेव श्रीराधाकृष्णपादां सागरकविता श्रीकृष्णपतितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त नमस्ते भक्तकाञ्चनगौराङ्गी श्रीराधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धु देव च पतितानां पावने नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम हरे this not early the pages one by see the pages. Let's see the pages one by one. And come to the last page. So this handbook is very important. This notes that becomes very important. Let's say give you complete summary study. Why we are taking the study of Bhagavad. So let us start with one basic question. See, this system is 2,000 hands, so generally 10,000 hands, 20,000 hands, we can take more trouble. Because seeing the seasons, the daily season, the daily and the bigger people hands, so many people will not come. So then, what made me come there? Here's a question. No, what made me come and join this? Yes. So much people Krishna born, that made you come. And you have been loving Krishna like you said. This is it's an answer. But then gradually after like really time there that kind of after then one time they have that like a voice like getting that I don't know. And I started the like college year, like and it's very fast, but then I have whatever happened. Like that that required the map. So that particular day, I took a plan, stay there. I what is that? I was there on the time from other maybe I got to go to like awareness. But I did take out my later what happened to parents and they were taking popular I didn't think for the next one. But then after marriage, I started. He never did. I started. I had a social workshop. Yeah. Workshop. I don't know what but I could see that I am doing like that happened. And I know what it is for that. So they were so you joined the course because I don't because yes. You don't have to lose anyone. So when they're able to hear, they're able to hear. I think they very good. They're also there. Now I think the voice is big because I hear them. Yeah. So yes, not gonna please everyone. What made you come? Yes. So Hare Krishna. It was like I was being born in Krishna land. So I never, despite of family, was that the amount of they were taking I never that. But then you after marriage, there were so many circumstances that I thought, I should end my life because then I was not able to conceive. Like, I'm not. Speak normally, Krishna Mandir, it's not a sharing a problem because he knows it. What is going on. एक बार this is stay calm, so Krishna is calm for the power. I don't know what happened. I just started crying looking at the test. So the love of Krishna made all of it. And you really want what you made is the part of it. Right? Okay. So nice you have the part of the parents were very good to join us. So there's so many people who are so busy in different aspects of their life, but they don't have time, right? And we see this practically in metropolitan cities like Bombay. People don't have time to run. So then what they are into? They are into going to office, coming back, eating to work to eat. The same year goes on, eat to work to eat to work, to eat. So the last page of the of this study that we will speak about what is the difference between man and animal. See, animal is also wandering about. Animal also searches for food. And you see, they are more sharp than us. They wake up early in the morning. Generally, we say, every bird catches the worm. We have this problem. Bird wakes up very early. The pot wakes up early. Humans sleep. But if you see 4 o'clock, 4:30, birds sleep. So birds are also doing the same activity. Animals are also doing the same activity. What are the four activities which is very common in a man and an animal? But then there should be some difference also. Because animal, we don't treat a man like an animal. There is some value of this human body. Animal also has a body. We also have a body. But there is some difference. Let us see what is common. Ahara Bharinam Cha. Can you repeat? Ahara Bharinam Samanya Shukra. Samanya Shukra. Harmoniko Anipurvisheshu. Harmoniko Anipurvisheshu. Dharmarahina Pashukit Samana. Dharmarahina Pashukit Samana. So, ahar, eating, ahar means eating. So, you will say, oh, I eat in plate, I eat very clean, I eat on the table, I have spoons in my hand. What it matters? The pig eats a stool, but I eat something like multiple gulab jamun, rasgullas. You may say whatever it is, but the amount of happiness which the pigs get while eating the stool, the same amount of happiness the human also experiences. Everybody's ahara is defined, and every animal or a bird or an insect or a human, when they eat, they get satisfaction. So everybody's ahara is defined. So you cannot say because I am eating in the plate, I am eating the best. No. But for the ahara, you see what anxiety a person is taking. But that much anxiety a bird or an animal is not taking. We don't eat like elephants. Elephants eat so much. And if we start eating so much, what happens? We get into a problem. Everybody has a common problem, that is diabetes. It is not that you are dying because of eating less. One is dying because of eating more. That is also there. You eat more, then you get some problems, and then you leave the body. But animals, they don't have to hunt out so much for the food, nor they fall sick because of eating, especially the dogs. Every animal, they know what to eat. Just because we tame them, we keep them, and we give our ahara to them, they fall sick. For Lord, He has that intelligence. Lord has that that He has given ahara for everyone. Once I was standing on the signal house there, and there I saw a bird from a far distance coming and taking an insect. I was thinking, how this bird came to know that there is an insect in this forest? That means how sharp, huh? What you can say, the eyesight, whatever it may be, the instinct, the eyesight has been given by not even a bird. We think they are so super intelligent that we can go and we will earn the money. You see, even if a person goes to earn the money, he takes with him a small dabba. And that dabba contains what? Some four chapatis. And that is what 100 chapatis. And then bichara he goes and eats. And by the time he comes at night, especially in Bombay, 9 o'clock, 9:30, he sits with his family, eats a lot of food, which is not at all digestible at night. That means you are calling your sickness to yourself. But some people have so much of fortune, especially the small people, where you can say the husbands. At least they're eating something hot, isn't it? Something hot. So it is not that because I work hard, I can eat the best. So that is a wrong understanding. Everybody has their own karmas. You see, the maid servant who sits in the house, she eats the wonderful food, then the owners go out to earn, isn't it? That's true or not? They were both the husband and wife, they earn, they go out, but the maid servant who's taking care of the child, sometimes this child's milk also. There are so many cases happening like this. So ahara, for this ahara, how much a person works hard. He takes so much of anxiety. It is said, when a bag of rice is kept in the street, a bird will come, takes whatever is required. Animal will come, takes whatever is required. But a man will come, take the gunny bag himself and runs away. Because of greed, that desire to accumulate so much. It is not by our accumulation we can enjoy. Understand it that also. It's not I accumulate so much of money or accumulate so much of grains, then only I can enjoy. No, it's a wrong understanding. So for ahara, we are doing so much of endeavor. Then comes nidra. You see, these both are common. Now, ahara is also there, they also, we also. Now nidra. For nidra, nidra means sleep. Animals also sleep, humans also sleep. You may say, I sleep on the bed, I have nice fans, I have AC, and I take a lot of nice rest. But the animals can sleep very peacefully. But the amount of endeavor which a person takes to sleep, especially they have computers, they have the mobile phone. In the night also they have the mobile till they get the sleep. So the sleep will come because the light comes to your eyes. And the light comes to your eyes, the brain thinks it's the daytime, isn't it? So the night, especially you should sleep by 9:30, you should sleep, especially 10 o'clock. But the sleep doesn't come. It comes till 1 o'clock because the lights are on. Even the children are not able to sleep nowadays. In a childhood, I still remember 8:30, 9 o'clock, my mother used to off the light. Because in darkness only you get the sleep. Now the animals, they sleep very peacefully. You can see the buffaloes. You try to wake up the buffalo. Even if the traffic police person uh, goes on whistling, still it cannot disturb itself. But the human for sleeping, how much endeavor this? Animals sleep in time, wake up at time. We sleep late, but we have read this song. Early to bed, early to rise, makes a man, and he advice, all we did everything. But one out of one I got, and afterwards I forgot. Now what I do? Wake up late, and sleep late. So this is what is going on. Many of them are suffering because of this problem. Wake up late and wake up and sleep late. So nidra also they are not able to do. And some people they don't get sleep, they take sleeping pills. Have you seen an animal taking sleeping pill? Any animal taking sleeping? That means they have surpassed this, especially polar bear. It sleeps how much? How much polar bear sleeps? 6 months continuous. 6 months. Can we sleep like that? So we try to compete with animals. Animals have competed us with this. We are not able to eat like an elephant. We are not able to sleep like a polar bear. Yeah. Let us see topic. Even the animals have hair, but humans have more hair. What is hair means what? Fear. Fear. You try to do something, then the dog runs away. And then, so we are also trying to protect ourselves. Animals are also trying to protect themselves. But the wonderful aspect is we are so fearful, especially having such a human body. Still, when we see a mosquito inside our car, we only think of Jupiter Hospital or some Bukhara hospital. A small mosquito is enough to make us fearful. But the mosquitoes are not seeing, they are not fearful seeing us. Hmm? We try to drive away the dogs or the cats, but still we are fearful. That is why we try to drive away. So it is said in chaos, they can hear us more than we can hear them. You see a snake is going, we are not scared, but a snake is not scared seeing us. That means animals can fear us, but we are not able to fear the animals. Despite all the things we have, we can have some instrument to beat them, everything, but they are not here. Next comes Maithuna. Maithuna means getting children. Now, pigeons, they mate like everything. It is said every 5 minutes they mate. And a human you ask, one child enough. Now the panda is no child. Now the fund is moving on. Who will take all the responsibility? At least some 50 years before, people were having 2 children, 3 children. And more than that, if you gave 75 years before or 80 years before, people were having 10 children. But still, they were very happy and they were very contented. But still now, all this one child is too much. And even before the child is born, all things are planned. Which school to send, so many things are planned. And here animals, they beget children like anything and they are not scared. They are not worried also. If they are worried, what will happen to this child? I should save so much for this child. So many things. That means ahar nidra bhay maithuna samanyam etat pashu nara. Pashu and nara both are doing the same activity. But then what is the difference? Some difference should be there. No? Why we define ourselves as a human? So that is given. Mohin tesha adiko vishesho mahina pashuvi salat. So dharmahi tesham adiko vishesho. Some intelligence is given. Now if we keep dogs here or cats here or some animals here, you try to teach about dharma, they will not understand. Because that intelligence is not given to the animals. Which intelligence? Intelligence to know oneself. What is the meaning of dharma first? Generally, we think dharma means Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, something we think like the Christians. No. Dharma means the intrinsic quality of an object. You have the notebook with you, notebook pen. So some points you should note down. What is dharma? Generally, we think dharma means Hindu. Once I went to a school, having a class over there. It was a school in Chembur. There I saw the children, they make some notes and all for project work. There was seen Bhakri, some Usar was there, Maharashtra. They wrote. Then Dhokla was there, naturally what will write. Idli was there, they wrote what? South Indian. South Indian photos was. Then Bakri was there, they directly put what? Muslims. Just see. That means how wrong understanding of dharma is given. And then it is given. For Hindus, it is Gita. For Christians, it is Bible. For Muslims, it is Quran. Again, it's a wrong understanding. For Hindus, it is not Gita. For Sanatan Dharma, it is Gita. Because this Hindu word, simply we think this Hindu word, we are all Hindus, we say. We are all Sanatan. Hindu word is the mispronunciation of the word Sindhu. It is said from the Afghan part, different places. The people with higher intelligence, like Brahmanas, you can say. Brahmanas mean those who are eager to study the scriptures. So those who are eager to study the scriptures, they came and settled in the Sindhu Valley. In the north, you have Sindhu Valley, Bias and all, you have Sindhu Valley belt. So the Kshatriyas over those parts, they were concerned where our intelligent people have gone. Because every society is divided into four parts. That is Brahmanas, that is intelligent class of people, then you have Kshatriyas, then you have some business line of people, that is Vaishyas, and then you have the workers or the labor class. We generally call it Shudra. So the intelligent class of people, they actually drive the society. So now the Kshatriya, the administrative class of people, they were worried. Where are our intelligent class of people? Then they came to know they have all come and settled in the valley of Sindhu. But they could not pronounce this word sir. Whereas terms they used to do her. So where is Hindu? Where is Hindu? They wanted to ask where is Sindhu. They were asking where is Hindu? Where is Hindu? In this way, this became Hindu. Hindustan, you can say Hindu. But actually it was Sindhu, where intelligent class of people used to study the Vedas. Even our intelligent class of people also used to sit and study the Vedas. So, if the book is not for Hindu, the book is for Sanatan Dharma. So, what is the Dharma? What is the meaning of Dharma? So, Sripad Ramanujacharya is the most important Acharya, is Acharya for all the Acharyas. Ramanujacharya says, Dharma means which has no beginning, no end. First classification of dharma. No beginning, no end. You cannot say dharma started so and so period. Dharma ends so and so period. No, it is sanatan. That is why this word comes sanatan. No beginning, no end. And what is the meaning of dharma? Dharma means intrinsic quality of an object. Second meaning, intrinsic quality of an object. What is the meaning of intrinsic quality? Your real nature. Like the intrinsic quality of water is to flow. Now that water can be any part of the city, any part of the world. The nature of the water will not change. Will it change? If the water is in America, there also it will flow. Water is in India, there also it will flow. Water is in Pakistan, there also it will flow. The same thing is like the intrinsic quality of fire. What is the intrinsic quality of fire? Heat and light. To produce heat and it can be any part of the world. Same quality. The same way, intrinsic quality of the soul is to serve. Serve. What is the intrinsic quality of the soul? Is to serve. Now, whom to serve? That's a big question. You want to serve G-O-D or D-O-G? You just have to change the word. If you don't serve G-O-D, Prabhupada says, you'll end up in serving D-O-G. Why this line has been quoted by an acharya? When you serve, naturally there is an expectation. You serve someone. Everybody wants to serve someone. So everybody is trying to serve. Like in the childhood, I was serving my parents. Or parents were serving me with their expectation. Every mother served the child. Every mother served the child with an expectation. Oh, the child will take care of me when I grow old. Then afterwards, the child has their own friend circle. They try to serve each other. Then the friends think, oh, if I serve this friend will help me. Then with the child, it doesn't matter. You don't stop. Let the child play, let the child make the sound. Don't take it to the nature of the child. So every in every step we have been connected to different people. See, in your lifetime, in our walk of life, you can say how many people we have changed, right? From childhood, especially when you go to 50s or 60s. Naturally, you can see right from our childhood, we have been serving so many in expectation of something. Sometimes it gets fulfilled, then you say, oh, this person is the best. Sometimes it doesn't get to your expectation. It is not that the other person doesn't want to serve you or the other person doesn't want to fulfill your desires. But you are not content. You are not content. So every jiva is trying to serve someone with some expectation, but that contentment is not there. And why it is not there? Because the nature of the soul is anandamayo bhyasa. What is the nature of the soul? Anandamayo bhyasa. Right now, anandamayo bhyasa. That means expecting ananda. That is the nature of the soul. And that is why the jiva is going on changing one relation after another relation in expectation of this ananda. This ananda cannot be got in this material world. We are trying to search that happiness which is eternal. And for this, we are changing so many people. Like we try to go to some films in expectation of some happiness. There we go and cry and come back. There's some emotional movies are there. Starting, we go with nice fun, like let's see what is there in the movie. Then we got so tired. In the same way, some people like to go to some hotels. Everything in the beginning is so nice, isn't it? Like you go to some marriages, you dress very nicely, you go there in expectation of some happiness, but afterwards you're so pretty, you're so tired. And on top of that, somebody insults you, then you think, why did I go there? So we are changing relations because of that happiness which we are expecting in this world on a wrong platform. That is why it is said that happiness, the eternal happiness, which is also known as Ananda, cannot be achieved in this material platform. So, dharma of the soul is to know. The first thing is to know who am I? First thing, who am I? Am I this body or am I this? Who am I? Is there any God? If at all there is God, what is my connection with God? First thing, what is my connection with God and who is God? There are so many people who call themselves as God. But who is that one person with God? Because every scripture, whether Quran or Bible or Gita, speaks about one God. There is only one God. There is no two God. There is a mention of angels also. There is a mention of angels in the Bible. Jesus Christ says, I am Son of God. He always says, I am Son of God. Quran, there is only one God. There is no two God. There is no three God. There is one God. There are messengers, Paigambars. They call Paigambars. There are messengers. We call demigods, Devatas. So there is no two God. There is only one God. So what is my relationship with that one God? And then what is the next after that? Am I going to take next life? Are the karmas going to affect me in the next life? So, what is the law of karma? So, all these things you should know because every action has an equal and opposite reaction. We have studied in science. So, we have studied that. But why not we really contemplate on that? There is something known as study, something known as contemplation. Contemplation is one part. Yes, if I talk about someone, naturally I am taking somebody's karma. If I do some wrong things, naturally I increase my karma. If I do some good things, I increase my good karma. I increase my bad karma. In this way, about karma also we will be studying. So, karma means to understand what is my real nature. Who am I? What is my real nature? So, for that, Krishna has given a special intelligence for a human. But then, if I don't utilize it, I will be only called as a social animal. That is why science mentions man is social. What the science says? Man is a social animal. But then, the moment I start inquiring, if I start inquiring means what? Jigyasa. The moment I start inquiring, I am categorized as a human. This jigyasa is very much important. If I don't have the jigyasa, what made you come here is the jigyasa. And that categorizes a person from animal to human. Yes, I should know who am I. Am I going to die? Or am I going to be immortal? What is? So somebody asked me, or somebody asked me, what is the benefit of studying Bhagavad Gita? I said, the benefit of studying Bhagavad Gita is you are not going to die. Yes, is it? I said, yes. The knowledge of Bhagavad Gita will make a person understand that he is not going to die. Because every jiva is eternal. What is going to be destroyed is the form which has been taken by the matter. Again, body does not die. The form dies, not the body. Understand it very nicely. Like the pack of cards are. You make a nice castle out of it, and somebody comes and owns the pan. The whole castle falls down, and the pack of cards remains as it is. In the same way, this body is made up of pancha dhatu. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. In this way, there are 24 elements. So the elements does not die. What dies is the form taken by the element. And for this, I should have intelligence to know. And that's how Krishna has given a special thing for a human. If I don't utilize them, then I will only lead a life with ahar, nidra, and mind. First, only these four activities. I'm not interested in knowing what is the reason which I have for which I have got a human body, how to apply my intelligence, and how to understand what is my eternal relationship with God. And for that, what I should do to even understand relationship, I should have some service. And what is the service which is eternal? All these things are then in okay. Now, dharmaihina adiko vishesho dharmehina pashubit sama. If I don't inquire, athato brahma jigyasa, if I don't have that, athato means thereupon, at least now, start inquiring. If I don't do that, what will happen? I'll be only a social animal. Okay, inquiry is there, very good, wonderful. Now, how to inquire? Where to inquire? No, I cannot just stand under the sky and say, who am I? I cannot just shout like this. Who am I? Who is God? Not do that. So there are three ways of inquiry or three ways of attaining the knowledge. What are the three ways? One is pratyaksha pramana. Pratyaksha pramana. What is a pratyaksha pramana? Whatever I see, then only I will believe. If I see, I will believe. I asked someone, Mataji, why don't you chant the Holy Name? She said, let God come and tell. Even if God comes and tells you, will you recognize God? So, pratyaksha, whatever I see, then only I will believe. But we are not able to even estimate the size of the sun by our naked eyes. When we see the sun, keep a 1 rupee coin and try to estimate the sun's size, we think that sun is just 1 rupee size. We are not able to see our own back, which is the most nearest thing. And if there is no light, we are not able to see our own hand. Okay, that is back side, but even front side, we are not able to see. That means even for pratyaksha pramana, we are dependent on someone. We are dependent on light. If I want to see my own back, then I have to see the mirror. And if I want to estimate the size of the sun, then I have to have some equipments. That means my own naked eyes is insufficient to see the material things which is around. The material things which is very near us. Then, how with the material eyes, I can see something which is beyond, which is transcendental, which is divine. How can I see with the naked eyes? Generally, we think eyes are enough to see so many things. Eyes are enough to see God. To see Lord, one should have Divya Chakshu. And if a person doesn't have gross eyes, but has a Divya Chakshu, like Surdas, Surdas is known for not having eyes, but he is known for having divine eyes. Because it so happened, every day he used to sing Darshanarti. And Darshanarti means after the Lord is dressed, the put is open. When the put is open, the Lord's dressing is defined, like they glorify. So Surdas used to glorify the Lord's dress and how Lord is looking so wonderful in this particular alankar. So now this Pujari had a doubt that this person is loving us or what, that he is blind. So one day Pujari thought, okay, let us do one thing. We will not put any alankara for Lord. We'll only keep him nude. So then the put was open. So that started. And in that song he says, Nagna me magna ananda kishore. Then the Pujari understood that for seeing Lord, it is not of a naked eyes. Even if I go and see, so I am not able to see. What I am seeing is only some, okay, I will say I am seeing the Vigraha. But to understand the mood of the Vigraha, it is the divine eyes. Every Vigraha has a mood. It's not that I take a photo, I can take, it's all okay, it's all fine. With my eyes I'm seeing, but I am not able to see what really God wants. So that is why it is said, it's not I who go and take darshan. It is I who give darshan to Lord. Lord sees us. And the best prayer what I can do is, Lord, take the best services from whatever samartha you have given to me. That is the prayer everybody should do when they come before Lord. It's not that I am going and seeing the Lord. No. Like when you go to an office, you are not going and seeing the boss. Instead, you go and show your presence to boss. Oh, boss, you take the service from me. So that is what is the mood when a person goes and takes darshan. The Lord, take the best out of me, whatever possible. Like the chewing gum comes, what you call it, the sugar cane comes, the person puts inside, goes on taking out every drop of the juice. In the same way, oh God, you squeeze me, you squeeze all the summer and take the best to serve you. That should be the mood when a person takes the darshan. So it is not with my gross eyes I can see Lord. So pratyaksha praman is not, you can say, a proper evidence to know something. Sometimes it is right, yes, now the color of this is dark pink. It's okay. Sometimes pratyaksha praman is right. but not every time Pratyaksha Praman. So that is not a reliable source to understand divinity. That is not a reliable source. Then comes Anuman Praman. What is the meaning of Anumana Pramana? Anuman means uh, guessing out. Anuman, guessing out. I guess there is some fight which is happening in my neighborhood. So I call a police. The husband is trying to beat the wife and kill the wife. I call the police and then they knock the door. And they found out there was a movie which was kept and both the husband and wife are enjoying the. So it was a guesswork. Like somebody was talking, oh, Narayani is like this, Narayani is like that. Or I guessed out, oh, he's talking about me. My name is also Narayani, but doesn't matter. But it doesn't. It's not necessary that he's talking about me. He can talk about some other Narayani. So every time evidence or uh, Anuman Brahma need not be right. We cannot do some guesswork about Lord. Oh, let me guess how Lord looks. So Anuman Praman again is not a reliable source. So then what is a reliable source? From where am I going to know, get all my answers? Because I have asked many questions. Who am I? Does the law of karma work? So many questions I asked. So then, which is the reliable source? That is Shruti Praman. Which is that? Shruti Praman. Shruti means hearing from authority. Like there is a weather department, meteorological department, you say weather department. If the weather department says tomorrow there will be heavy rain, yes, I, I accept it. Why I accept? Because it is coming from an authority. So in the same way, Shruti is hearing from an authority. And Shruti also means Vedas. Shruti means Vedas. Shruti also means mother. Shruti means mother. Now, if the mother says, this person is your father, you accept it or not? Who told you that person is your father? Who told your mother? Isn't it? So when mother says he is your father, I accept it. I did not doubt on my mother. Even if I doubt, I may do many tests and it will come to the same result. So when the Vedas say that Krishna is God, I have to accept it. Even if I try to research out also, I'll come to the same conclusion. Now, Vedas, in some portion of Vedas, it is said, if you happen to touch a stool of an animal, you should go and take bath. Generally, you pass the stool also, you should take bath. You should not come out with that. So, uh, when you touch the stool of an animal, you have to take bath. But in the Vedas, simultaneously it is said, cow dung is very pure. So two contradictory statements, right? In one place you're saying, if you touch the stool of an animal, then in another place you're saying, cow dung is very pure. So then even if I try to contradict this and try to research out, it comes to the same conclusion that cow dung is antiseptic in quality. In the houses, thatched houses, they apply cow dung. Even if you go nowadays also to villages, they apply cow dung. They don't have all this big on, all this thing. They just put cow dung. They put the lape of powder, and not even one insect comes there. So clean, so pure. So when the Vedas, those they speak contradictory statements, they are harmonic. They are like in harmony with each other. If they say the cow dung is pure, and if they say the stool of any animal, both are in harmony. It is not contradictory. Like in some portion of the Vedas, we said, Lord has no form. And in some portion of the Vedas, we said, Lord has a wonderful form. Now, how to harmonize this? Yes, Lord does not have a Malamutra form like us. Our form, what is there? Inside, what is there? Malamutra, vomit, nothing else, blood, nothing else. But Lord's form, Lord has a form. Which form? A divine form. Sachidananda Swarupa form. He has a divine form. Even if he appears in this material world for doing some leelas, His body is not like our body. It may seem that it looks like a human, but his body is not like our body. Like the gopis of Vrindavan, they are not ordinary girls. Uh, Someone so happened, Srila Prabhupada was describing the gopis, because it is there in Bhagavatam. The gopis are so beautiful and they're golden in color. And when Prabhupada was describing this to his Western devotees, the Western devotee Mataji, they were saying, Prabhupada like us, but they are also very golden and very bright. So Prabhupada said, even stool is also golden in color. What Prabhupada remarked, the stool is also golden in color. We cannot compare. We are not, we are just human. Somebody has taken a woman form, somebody has taken a man form. We are just Prakriti. We are going to deal with all this topic. We are just Prakriti. Gopis are the eternal associate of Krishna. Krishna is divine, gopis are divine. We, as a marginal energy of Lord, we have some divinity, no doubt. Every jiva is also divine. But we have forgotten our divinity because we are lost in this material world. So now, how to understand about God? It is Shruti Pramana. What it is? Shruti Pramana. Tomorrow is Guru Purnima, right? Guru Purnima. This Vyasa Purnima actually. The day when Veda Vyasa appeared, that is why it is Vyasa Purnima. But people celebrate as Guru Purnima, and to their respective gurus, they go and give flowers and all. Even the schools also, they go and give flowers. There's nothing wrong, but actually it should be with knowledge, because every teacher is a representative of Veda Vyasa. So it is actually Vyasa Purnima. So who is Vyasa? Vyasa is literally incarnation of Lord Krishna. When he breathes, Vedas emanate. Now he knew the quality of Kali Yuga people. Now see, Lord Krishna breathes, just breathing. When breathes, Vedas emanate. Now, what is the defect of Kali Yuga people? There are six defects of Kali Yuga people which have been given in Bhagavatam. Prayal Alpalshu Sabda Kalavasindena Mandas Mandamataya Mandamati. What are the six defects? Prayal Alpayusha, Alpayu. First defect is less life, short span of life. 100 years is big thing. 100 years is big. Short span of life. That is the first defect. Then Kalavasmi Nugejana. For small things, there is a quarrel over small things, especially on Sundays. Everybody are together. Day starts very nicely, ends very bad. Isn't it? Then things, let the Monday come, let everybody go in different plans. One tolerant wife, tolerant husband is there, everything is nice. But most of the houses there is fight on. So for small things, there is a quarrel. Isn't it? So Kalavas engage in Mandaha. Manda means lazy, very lazy to wake up. Especially Sundays. Nobody wants to wake up early. Everybody wants to sleep. Other days, if flight is at 2 o'clock, also they'll wake up and run. So nobody wants to wake up. Manda, lazy. Sumanda Mataya. What is the meaning of Sumanda Mataya? Sumanda Mataya means less intelligence. Less intelligence. What I studied in 7th standard, I'm not able to remember now. Why did I study so much that time? Just imagine we study so much, we tell our children also work hard, work hard. Actually, you should say hardly work. So much of work hard. I think work hard is a proverb for a donkey, isn't it? But we tell to our children, work hard, work hard. Children hardly work, Baba, hardly work. Because as a human, you are not supposed to work so much. Which animals are also doing? Why you should work so much? So it said, just see, in this way, Sumanda Mate. We are not able to remember yesterday, this time what I did. I had to scratch my head. Especially when somebody goes to interview, he forgets his own name also. In fear and frustration, he forgets his own name. Anxiety. Now, Sumanda Mataya. Then, Manda Bhagya. Prayana Alpayusha Sabya Kalavasni Gegana. So, Manda Sumanda Mataya, Manda Bhagya. Manda Bhagya. wants to come and attend the course, which are but stuck in traffic. There were 2, 3 more people who had to join. They paid also. They were not able to come. Maybe tomorrow they will come. So they are waiting for the Sundays to come. But when the Sundays come again, it's a traffic. Mandabha. Okay. Mandabha. Upadukha. This is the last thing. Upadukha. What is the meaning of Upadukha? There are so many people who try to cheat others on the name of gurus. On the name of gurus, they try to cheat. They don't want to give the transcendental knowledge. They just want to gain some viewers, more viewers, and more appreciate people. They want more followers. Uh, and like this, there are people who are cheating on the name of the religion. The name of the religion, they are cheating. You see, once Prabhupada was asked, what is the most freely available thing in the market? Prabhupada said, gurus. So many gurus, kaal mein phuk diya mantra. There are so many gurus who are cheating. And we have seen, because they are cheating, they are inside the box. There are so many people who have really done cheating in the name of religion. So these are the 6 defects which is there. That is why Vedavyas, who is Krishna himself, but what form? Literary incarnation. That means to write, put the Vedas in writing. Because in the olden times, Vedas used to be spoken. And there were Shrutidharas. Shrutidhara means you speak, they hear, and they perfectly repeat. But now we have to write it down. If we don't write it down, we will hear, we will forget. That is why Veda Vyasa, what he did was, he put the Vedas into writing. Now, when he put Vedas into writing, he divided the Vedas into 4 parts. And what are the 4 parts? Samved, Sarved, Rigved, Yajurved. Actually, start with Rigved. Rigved, Yajurved, Rig, Atharva, Yajur, and Sama. I then should say. Anyhow, it was divided into 4 parts and given to his 4 followers. Now, when he divided these Vedas into 4 parts, again, there were certain amount of chapters, total amount of chapters. But every chapter, the 4 parts, so many chapters in this Veda, so many chapters in this way, there were more than 1,000 chapters total. But every chapter had 4 divisions. What are the 4 divisions? Brahmanakas, Aranyakas, write down. Very important because we are going to link it with Bhagavad Gita. Brahmanakas, Aranyakas, Samhitas, and Upanishad. These are the 4 parts. Every chapter has. Every chapter. So total Vedas has so many. Again, I'll repeat. Brahmanakas, Aranyakas, Samhitas, and Upanishad. So what is the meaning of Brahmanakas? Aranyakas, Samhitas, and Upanishad. So what is the meaning of Brahmanakas? How to live in city. How to live in city or village, yes. How the people come together. They live in city or village. There is a well-planned city. If you remember in our history, we had 2 important cities. What are the 2 important cities? Which was well-planned, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. You remember? Every history has these 2 cities mentioned because everything was well-planned. It is not that wherever you have place, you have a building. There is no vastu. Then you buy some laughing Buddha or some tortoise. Oh, your city doesn't have vastu because you are not allowing the sun rays to come to your house. You see how the buildings have come so close to each other. Everybody has to shut down their curtains because the other person will see. So horrible. Wherever a builder finds a place, building coming up. But city life, village life depends on planning, well-planned cities, not that big building. That is why you don't find vastu in Bombay, especially when you go to some far-off places. You feel so nice. The moment you enter Bombay, you feel you are a free kachara. Is it? You go to some different places. Like now, I was in Triveni Sangam. Varanasi. And friends, small, small houses, nice houses. Like you feel very calm over there. The moment you enter Bombay, why? Because that Vastu itself is calm. So, city, how to have city life? What all things are required for the people when they stay together? You should have a best drainage system, you should have electricity, you should have drainage, you should have gardens, you should have parks. So all these things comes. You should have some amusement park, isn't it? Some entertainment places, water bodies. All these things are required when the people come together, stay together. That is known as Brahmanakas. That section deals with how to have a city. What all things are required when you want to have a city. Then comes Aranyakas. Because in cities, generally, Grahasthas stay together. And when they want to make their children study, they used to send to Gurukul. And that Gurukul used to be in forest, away from the city. But now what to do? Because of lack of place, we have upon given Gurukul. But that is not the real mood. Real mood should be they should be away from the city life. There should be cows over there. And Arnyakas means forest. And how to have houses over there. Forest means lot of rains. Naturally, you have the houses which is like this, just a sloping roof. And sometimes you have houses in the trees also, tree houses. And then when you stay in the forest, you should know the herbs of the forest. How you don't have a doctor over there or hospital over there. The herbs, the knowledge of the herbs, everything should be there because some snake bites you. What immediately you should do? So all these things are there in Aranyakas. In Aranyakas, generally, brahmacharis, vanaprasthis, and sannyasis, they stay in Aranyakas. Brahmacharis, that means Gurukul life. Vanaprasthis, those who want to give up this uh, their family life and take Govana. And then you have sannyasis. They stay in Aranyakas. Now, even if you search out also, you will not find some Aranya here. Yeah, I thought there will be some aranya in Simla. Simla we went. There is no forest over there. Everything you are cutting and making hotels over there. At least some forest is there in some Ola. Buriri forest is there. So Aranyakas, three type of people stay there. And the knowledge how to stay in Aranyakas is given in this section. Now, what they do there, they study about Samhitas. The Samhitas means how to perform yajnas because Grahastha has to perform yajna. So in the Gurukul, this knowledge about Samhitas is given. Like you have Agamas. Samhitas contains Agamas. What are the Agamas? Agamas means how to worship a particular Devata to get some material benefit. Because Devatas are given this responsibility of fulfilling the desire of a person, material desire. Material, like Ganapati. Why are you worshipping Ganapati? So that he removes material kleshas. So then how to worship Ganesha? It is not that somebody had Ganesha 1.5 days. I also take Ganesha for 1.5. Hmm? That section is known as Ganpatya Agama. The section is known as Ganpatya Agama. You have Maghi Ganpati. Actual Ganesha's appearance at that time only. It is not in this Bhadrapad Ganpati. Bhadrapad Ganesha, during Bhadrapad, Ganesha, what he did, he took out his tusk. And for 10 days, Veda Vyasa is dictating Bhagavatam and he is writing. That is why Ekadantaya Vidhe. Ekadantaya Vidhe, Vakatundaya Vidhimani, Tanno Danti Prachodayam. That is the pranam mantra for Ganesha. So that no, he removed his tusk and he started writing because Vedavyasa told you put the Vedas into writing. Now Vedas were put into writing, but how? Who dictated? It is Vyasa who dictated. Who wrote? Ganesha wrote. But then Ganesha also was told what Ganesha told. See, if you stop, I will also stop writing. So continuously speak. Continuously nobody can speak. There is some pause which is taken to think. So then Vedavyasa told, you think and write. The moment he will think, that time he will form some other verse. So he used to think and write, and he used to think and speak. So in this way, this Bhadrapad Ganesha is not the appearance of Ganesha. It is the time when one has to remember that Vedavyasa dictated and Ganesha wrote the whole Vedas, and then the essence of the Vedas, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. How many of them know this? They just see Ganesha out of some emotion, and then there is something pandal programs. This pandal program, keeping the stage on top of the gutters. There is a pandal, you see, in the corners, where practically the gutters flow. And there is a DJ music which is kept and people dance. This all is not there. Ganpatya Agama, go to Siddhivinayaka. They will give you the correct information. They will not say that this is the appearance of Ganesha. They will say this Magh month, it is the appearance of Ganesha. So this was just started for some British purpose, some political purpose. A social program started for political purpose. If this resurgence is also not there in the Agamas. People used to worship Ganesha, which is there in their house only. It is not that you buy Ganesha from outside, that you call a pandit, and even you go, and afterwards you go and do Visarjan. It is not there in the Agamas. And just see, because of all these wrong things, today the people are suffering. And especially the next day of Visarjan going, it's so horrible. Ganesha's legs are here. This is not right. And the water body itself gets destroyed because of the paints and all these things. Then you start organic Ganesha. It doesn't work. You cannot insult Devi Devtas like this. Ganesha has got a special mercy that if that the mercy has been given by Lord Krishna himself, that he has the power to remove all the kleshas. So he has that power. That power has been given by Lord Krishna. So what kleshas? The klesha which comes in between me and God. In the klesha which comes in between my devotional service, like health is not good. I can worship Ganesha. Oh, Ganesha, please give me good health so that I can serve Krishna very nicely. Ganesha will be very happy. Oh, yes, very wonderful. Because he has taken out one tusk. You tell me, you remove one teeth. How much painful it is. So removing tusk, so easy to say, remove one tusk and started writing. But while removing the tusk, how much pain Ganesha also must have. But he has taken the pains for whom? For us. And he has given the Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, which is now the essence of Vedas, Bhagavatam, the essence of Vedas in writing. So in this way, Samhitas, they speak about Agamas, how to worship Devi Devatas. There is Ganpatya Agama, there is Shaura Agama. Shaura Agama is how to worship sun god. It is not that today I start doing something, Surya Namaskar, tomorrow I forget how to worship sun god. What are the mantras which has to be told? So what is generally done is exercise actually, just exercise. But how to worship sun god? Because the what sun you are seeing is the sun glow, but the driving person behind the sun glow is Surya Narayana, the sun god. How to worship? What are the mantras to be told? That is why this is all taught in the Gurukul. How to worship God. Shaurya Agama. And then there is Shakti Agama. How to worship Durga. Not that you buy a take Durga and 10 days again you keep and then do some worship, then again go and immerse. Not there. All these things are not there in the Shaura Agamas. Agamas are there. How to worship Devi Devtas. And because of this, the child who is studying in the Gurukul, he knows how to perform yajna. And that is how he comes back to the city, helps the people to perform the yajna. And because of this yajna, and this yajna is completely focused to attain bhakti. If the yajna is not focused to attain bhakti, what is the use of worshipping devatas then? That is why even after doing any yajna, it can be Navagraha yajna or Ganesh yajna. But last you see what is the word Kayena Vacha, Manasendriyarva, Bhuddhatana, Bhaktisvava, Romi, Discipline Parasmai, Narayanayani Samarpayami. Everything goes to Narayana. So the person who performs yajna should be aware that even the devatas, the yajna swaha, you are giving the ahuti, that's actually first going to go, it goes to Narayana. And from Narayana, Narayana gives to the devatas. Devatas don't take anything directly. They know their position. They are servants of Lord, but they are highly qualified servants of Lord who has not forgotten their duty. They are just taking administration of the material world because Krishna wants it. Krishna wants them to take care of this material world. So how many devatas are there? How many devatas? 30 crore devatas, out of which principal devatas are 16. And they are having their branches 33 crore Devi Devatas. That's Vanaspati Devata, whom we hardly remember. There is Varu Devata, Vayu Devata. We don't want them. We want only five principal bus. But that too, according to our choice, we take. But there are 33 crore Devi Devas. Okay, all these are there. But again, everything is just for this material world. So what is the thing which is spiritual? That is Upanishad. The fourth one is Upanishad. Upa means Lord. Nishad means to sit beside the spiritual master, Guru, and learn about the Lord. Like you have Upavas. Upa means what? Lord. Vasa means what? To reside with Lord. That is the Upavas is not Bagar or Sabudana. No. Generally, Upavas means eating no water or Sabudana or some fried potatoes. Upavas means always remembering Lord. Vas means vasati. Our consciousness should be with Lord. Upavasa, Upanishad, all these things speak about what they speak about how to sit beside the spiritual master and learn about the eternal truth. Now see, Vedas have four sections. What are the four sections? Brahmanatas, Aranakas, Samhitas, and Upanishads. And out of that four, three are only for this material world, right? But that fourth one, Upanishad, is to understand our divine position and about divinity, about God. Now, to learn Upanishad, you should be very high class intellectual person, very high class intellectual, because Upanishad is divided into axioms. Axioms is formulas. Now, if I say A plus B the whole square, if a knowledgeable person is there, he knows how to define. But then, if I want to teach a student, I have to give a formula, then I have to put an example and teach. So now seeing the Kali Yuga people or seeing less intelligent people, Sriyo, Vaishyas, Tata, Shudras, what Vedavyasa did, taught the same Upanishad with example. With example, because everybody is not so highly qualified to understand the formulas. Then you have to teach with an example. So that example, teaching with an example, Puranas emanated. You have heard about Puranas. So just see, the Vedas. Vedas were divided into four parts. Rig, Yajur, Sama, Atharva. And this whole four parts had total number of chapters, 1190 chapters. And those chapters again has four sections. And in that four section, the fourth section Upanishad is deeply spiritual. And now to learn about that axioms, or you can say the formulas, what Vedavyasa did, he wrote Puranas with true examples, sometimes with imaginary examples. And in this way, 18 Puranas emanated. 18 Puranas. Now, Puranas, again, to teach more about Puranas, like you have Surya Vamshi, you have Chandra Vamshi. You want to define more about Surya Vamshi, then what was that epic which was given or history which was given? I'm not calling it mythology because mythology is a wrong word which has been introduced by the Britishers. Mythology comes from the word mithya. Mithya means which is false. You cannot name a city with a book. Ayodhya did not come just because of the book. Ayodhya is there. It's not a mythology. It is not in Mithya. Vrindavan, Mathura, it is there. So two books emanated. What are the two epics on history which came? Ramayana for Suryavanshi and Mahabharata for Chandravanshi. Right? Now you say, what is this Bhagavad Gita crash course or what am I studying? Now let us come to origin. We are starting from the origin, from the root. So now in Ramayana you have kandas. 7 kand you have. Bal kand. What are the kandas? Ayodhya kand. You should know Bal kand, Ayodhya kand, then Aranya kand, Kishikinda kand, Yuddha kand, Uttara kand, Sundara kand. So Sundara kand. Right one. You know that. What are the first one? Bal kand. Okay? In the Bal kand, Lord gets married to Sita. That ends, the chapter ends with Lord Rama getting married to Sita. Then comes Ayodhya Kand. That is where Kaikai demands Rama is going to be coronated. Kaikai demands. So then comes Aranya Kand. He has to go to forest. From forest, he has been diverted to Kishikinda Kand, where he meets Bali and Sukhdev and Hanuman, Kishikinda Kand. From Kishikinda Kand comes Sundara Kand, because Hanuman goes and searches Sita. And from Kishikinda Kand to Sundar Kand, then comes Lanka Kand. It's also known as Yuddha Kand. Because Sita is found, Lanka is found, then Rama goes and kills Ravana. And then comes Uttara Kand, where Sita is sent to the forest. And then comes how Love Kush goes and sings about Ramayana to Prabhupada. So how many kandas became? 70. Sundarakand, Hanuman goes and searches. Then comes Yuddhakand. It is like correlated. First is one, Balkand. Lord Prabhu Jalma, then gets married. Then Ayodhya Kand, sent to exile. And then Aranyakand, Panchavati and all comes there, Aranyakand. And in that only you will get then Kishikinda is shown by whom? It is Shabri, who actually directs, go to Kishikinda. Then it comes to Kishikinda. That is the place where Sugriva, Vali, and all that meets Hanuman. Hanuman then goes. Then comes Kishikinda Devan, Sundarkand, goes and meets Sita, takes Chava, and then Aranya, and then comes. Okay, in the same way, you have in Mahabharata, you have Parvas. 18 Parvas you have. In that 18 Parva, the most important Parva is Bhishma Parva. I'm not giving the names of all the Parvas. Just I'll tell one Parva which is known as Bhishma Parva. In the Bhishma Parva, you have 25th chapter, 42nd chapter. You find Bhagavad Gita. So you have got it. In Bhishma Parva, 20th chapter, 42nd chapter, you find Bhagavad Gita shlokas. So if you search Bhagavad Gita and Mahabharata, where you should search? In Bhishma Parva, 25th chapter to 42nd chapter. How many chapters there? How many chapters? In the Bhishma Parva, 25 to 42, how many chapters? 7 plus 1. 42 minus 25 plus 1. We studied that. So 18 chapters. So how many chapters are there in Bhagavad Gita? 18 chapters. So just say 18 chapters are there in Bhishma Parva. So now these highly intelligent people who call themselves as Veda Patis, Upanishad people, they were rejecting Puranas. So this intelligent people. When they rejected Puranas, what they'll do with the Itihasas? Mahabharata, Ramayana is known as Itihasas. That also they rejected. So Srimad Adi Shankaracharya, he saw that they are rejecting Mahabharata. Because in Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita comes and they are rejecting the words of Lord. So that is why Sripad Adi Shankaracharya, he gives Gita Mahatmya, which we'll do tomorrow. And how Bhagavad Gita is very, very important for every human because we want to know the truth, isn't it? So we started how, what is the difference between man and animal? Man and animal, common thing is what? Aha, Nidra, Bhay, Mindful. But there is something special which is given to a human, which is known as intelligence. And it is, this intelligence is not employed in knowing our intrinsic quality, which is also known as dharma. We will be only called as a social. Then how to get the answers? Then I discussed about Shruti Pramana, Pratyaksha Pramana, Anumana Pramana, and Shruti Pramana. Shruti means Vedas. Lord breathes Vedas every day. Same Vedas are put into writing, seeing the 6 defects of the Kaliva people. And these Vedas, how it was like divided 4 parts, 1190 chapters. Each chapter contained 4 parts. Then Upanishad. Upanishad is described into Puranas in a simple way. And still taking 2 important families, the same thing is given in Itihasas. And there comes Bhagavad Gita. And now what is the connection between Bhagavad Gita and the Vedas? Has been given by Sripad Adi Shankaracharya in Gita Mahatmya. That we do tomorrow. So that is how Bhagavad Gita emanates. And tomorrow is Vyasa Purnima, which is also known as Guru Purnima. It is not actually every particular Guru's appearance day, that time they celebrate that particular Guru's appearance. But tomorrow is Veda Vyasa's appearance day. So tomorrow I'll give you 2 important shlokas of Veda Vyasa. And then how Veda Vyasa connected Bhagavad Gita with Upanishad. Veda Vyasa clearly says that Bhagavad Gita is the essence of Upanishad, which has been more explicitly described by Sripad Adi Shankaracharya. So any questions based on this? Somewhere you have not understood something or missed out writing something else. So Veena Mataji, huh? Yeah. Parvas means different stages. How it started, Mahabharata, the whole epic, the Surya Vamshi, whole thing is there. Different parvas, Amrutapurva Parva is there. Different parvas. Then in that, Bhishma Parva is there. Yes, it's part of Mahabharata. And in that Bhishma Parvas are part, like Kandas are part of Ramayana. Parvas are the part of Mahabharata. They are part of Mahabharata. Mahabharata, every chapter is known as Parva. Every section is known as Parva. Like you have Kandas. That section is known as Parva. In that, between that, there is chapters. Yes, it has Bhagavad Gita, not essence. It has Bhagavad Gita. 18 chapters, which is the essence of Vedas. It's the essence of Vedas. It's the essence of Upanishad. The essence of Vedas. Yeah, what is the difference between Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita? Nice question. Bhagavad Gita is by Lord. Bhagavatam is about Lord. Bhagavad Gita teaches us what to do. What to do, what not to do. Bhagavatam teaches why to do. About Lord. About Lord. See, Bhagavad Gita will teach by Lord. What are the things which a human should do? Bhagavad Gita is actually a manual how to operate this human body. But then, what are do's and don'ts? That is that Bhagavad. But then, why to do all these things? Why do bhakti? And to whom we should do bhakti? That is about Lord. Like traffic police person is doing like this, like this. I don't know about him. I may think that it is a joker. But if I know, I should know now who is that person. But who is that person is Bhagavad. So Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam should be studied together. That is why we have two classes on Sundays. 12 o'clock we have Bhagavatam and evening we have Bhagavatam. Any other course is going on. So tomorrow, every Sunday, we have summary study of Bhagavad. After that, it will put it. Okay. Now, Vishnu is actually the quality of Krishna. Vishati iti sarvatraha Vishnu. One who cannot be stopped entering anywhere, everywhere. That person is Vishnu. So Krishna is Vishnu. Why? Because he cannot be stopped entering anywhere, everywhere. Now, what is the meaning of avatara? Uttara. Lord appears. Sometimes he appears in the full form. The Lord Krishna appeared in full form. Sometimes he has to hide his certain qualities, which is not necessary to be shown every time. Whatever required that time, that much is enough. So, Ete Chansa Kalapam Saha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. When you say Bhagavan, Ati Bhagyavan, one who has all qualities in full. So, anyhow, when you come to the topic God, who is God? And why Krishna is God? Why Krishna is God? Now the same Krishna has so many names. You call him Narayana, you call him Vasudeva, you call him Nandanandan. You have so many names for God. You call him Jeva, you call him Allah. So what is the meaning of every name? Every name has a meaning. Namna Makari Bauta Nija Sarva Shakti. Lord has invested his potency in every name. You call him Narsimha, you call him Rama, you call him Vara, you call him Parashurama. So in every avatara, Lord has done a particular activity for which he has to incarnate in that particular form. Because the demand of Hiranyakashipu was, I should not die with any human or any animal. Lord says, okay, no man, no animal. I'll take both. So he appears as Narsimha. So in every, Ravana, he forgot to ask that he asked many things. I should not die with this. There he forgot to say that I should not die in any human's hand. The Lord Rama had to appear in this state. So that is the question which is asked by Valmiki to Narada. Which is that human who is having all the qualities? Now, in who can have any qualities in full. Now, Narada could have told that, but just to protect that Maryada, because he has not asked about a human. And Lord has incarnated as a human. But he is not a human. Though he may appear like a human, he is not a human. So that all will be defining when we speak about God. Hmm. I think you should both of those should attend course the sun tomorrow attend. As much as it is important because Bhagavad Gita course is a manual which everybody should know. And it gives the knowledge to the root. And then it gives the importance of the study Bhagavad Gita. And even if it gives the qualification also to study Bhagavad Gita. It's a divine subject. Stop here. So we'll sing Narsimha, which is given in the page. Namaste Narasimhaya. You have this page? Narsimha. Namaste Narasimhaya. Maya Pranadaladanti Adakale Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha Shinatanapatye Nakalayeto Narsimha Parato Narsimha Naito Narsimha तो नरसिंहाय तो ये तो नरसिंहाय तो नरसिंहा बहिर नरसिंहा दये नरसिंहा बहिर नरसिंहा नरसिंहाय नरसिंहा मदे शरणं प्रपद्ये नरसिंहा मदे प्रपद्ये तव कर कमल वरे नथा अद्भुत श्रृंगार ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुप्रीता केशवतीता नरहरि जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे तव कर कमल वरे नाथा अद्भुत श्रृंगार ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुप्रीता केशवद्रीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे जय हो नरसिंहदेव 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 जय हो नरसिंहदेव जय हो प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय हो प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 शुभपाद Stand aside, smile of this Mahaprasade